Hello everyone, welcome back to Skill Umbrella. I hope you all are doing good. In this particular video, we are going to talk about how to read a job description. This is a crucial part in a job process. Whenever see a job description, it seems like same that all your skills are matching to it. But when you start reading it, and then there are lots of different content in a job description that we need to understand before applying for any job. Let's get into the video. In this video, I'm going to explain what are the different sections in any job description, and then what are the general descriptions in there, in the job description, and connecting it to a real-time data scientist job example. So here I'm going to see what are the different titles in it, and then the descriptions and the real-time examples. So make sure whenever you're applying for any job, you are reading the job description thoroughly, and if it's not suits you and then you still feel like it's okay for me and then you apply, and probably you are going to wasting your time. That why? Because there are lots of things in a job description that you need to consider before applying for any job. Yes, applying for a job is, there are different types of applying jobs. It's, if you go to LinkedIn, it's an easy apply, simply you can click on it. And if you go to their job portal, it's going to take a couple of minutes, sometimes an half an hour time to apply for the job. And then sometimes of you go for the referrals, that your friend or someone working in the company, that they can refer you. Make sure whenever you are applying for any job, that majority of your skills and experience are matching the description. Let's get into the video and then see. When it's come to job title, the role name and the level, and they'll say looking for a senior data scientist or data analyst, real time analyst. In this section, they are asking for data analyst, and sometimes they'll say mid level data analyst, senior level data analyst, junior data analyst. So make sure that your experience and expertise is matching to that job title. Imagine I have 10 years of experience in civil engineering. I'll say looking for a junior civil engineer. I got 10 years, I'm not going to apply for it. Looking for a mid-level experience, mid-level maybe 5 6 years, they're asking, I'm not going to apply for it. They're asking for a senior civil engineer with 10 years of experience. Yes, it's nearly matching my profile, so then I'll jump in and apply for it. So always make sure your level is matching to that. When it's, if you're a fresher, always try to go for the junior role, or the starting roles. They'll say graduate entry, and then fresher or junior. And then the purpose of the summary, the brief overview of the job goal. They'll say what, most of the time they'll say for which project or which task they are hiring for. Hiring a mid-level data analyst for building the teams or building the the projects. If you see here, build and deploy models for streaming data. If you got experience in streaming data or building or deploying the models, then probably you can go and apply for it. If you don't have any experience and you never know what they're asking for, so look before applying for the job. The key responsibilities, what are the key responsibilities of the job? Main task and the duties. So you're going to see what key tasks they're going to, either you're going to lead a team, or you're going to work with the manager, working with the clients, you must be leading the project, or you are going to take an important part of the project. So those will come here in the key responsibilities. Let's see here, design, test, and implement real-time machine learning algorithms. So if you're applying for this job, so they're giving like design, if you know design, how to design it and how to test it and implement it with the real-time machine learning algorithms. Yes, you can go ahead and apply for it. And then must have skills. Please make sure the must have skills, and most of the times they are looking for, so those are the mandatory skills. Let's see, the critical technical or soft skills. In the must have skills, they mention like the Python, you must know the Python, you must know the SQL or real time data tools like Kafka or Spark. If you got experience with nearly Python, SQL, real time data tools, and Kafka and Spark, if you know, and if you got the experience, you can go ahead and apply for it. If you don't know, if you haven't got any experience with that, please think twice before applying for it. And the qualification sections, the qualifications, necessary education or certifications. If you got any qualifications like bachelor's in data science or master's in data science or related field, if any of your degrees related to it, and if you feel like the job description is matching for you, the skills they're asking, and the educational certifications that we have nearly related to the data science field, yes, you can go ahead and apply for it. The working conditions, yes, these are the main reasons. You see, most of the people look for hybrid roles like working from home, only office roles, or medium tier cities and top tier cities like that. So make sure you're reading for it. Those are like location, hours, flexibility. Yes. Hybrid, someone call for troubleshooting. Yes. You see, if it is suitable for your hybrid, then you can quickly jump ahead and then see. And sometimes then you can ask them, you can, if it's not up, attending the interviews in the particular interview, you can ask them, hey, in your mention, in your job description, you have mentioned hybrid or someone call for troubleshooting. Is that okay if I permanently take work from home, considering my family situations or my current situations? If they're okay, that you can go ahead, and if they like you, they know they got your performance and they like your way of attending the interviews and your skill set, probably they can help you out with this section like working hours or the flexibility. And reporting, who you report, the team or structure. Sometimes you're going to report to the manager, sometimes you're going to report to the director, sometimes you're going to report directly to the clients. So they'll mention like reports to lead data scientist, collaborates with the engineers. Like you're going to report to the data scientist, the lead data scientist that you are working with, and then you are collaborating with the fellow engineers in the particular project. So make sure, why they have given this is like sometimes they will give directly to the clients. If you don't know how to deal with the clients, and then you feel like you're not interested in dealing with the clients, or maybe you need to improve the communication, just make sure you're reading, particularly reading this section. And the compensation, end of the day, most of the jobs they'll mention the compensation or the range. If they didn't mention, then you can, when you start the interviews, you can jump in and ask the HR, like you haven't mentioned anything, and my current role is this thing, and my current salary is this much. I'm just cross checking before going forward. Like, I want to understand what is the range, the salary range here, and the bonus and the health cover. So these are the basic sections in any job description, and unless until they're asking for separately for any specialized courses and specialized sections, sometimes you see you need to travel to overseas and you need to relocate. That also they'll mention there. And then qualifications, sometimes they'll say they will hire and develop you. If you got master's or bachelor's degree into it, and if you don't have much skills, and then for few roles they'll say, okay, we will hire and develop you. That's the majority of the times that based on their company policies, and then the key leadership values. So always make sure you're double checking your job description before applying for any job. That's how you need to see, mainly you need to see the qualification and must to have skills. So those are the must required things for the particular job. And then compensation, obviously you need to see based on your current job or your current salary, that however you're going to discuss with them. So these are the basic stuff when you're dealing with any job, applying for any job. What are the key components that you need to keep in your mind before applying for any job? If you know that, and if you don't have majority of the skills or qualifications, better not to go ahead with. Or you can check with the HR and then say before writing the mail, hey, I have got this and this thing, and my experience are more over into it. Is it okay? I can go ahead and apply for it. Sometimes they'll reply in most of the cases. If not, just go ahead with some other job description or some other jobs. Well, this is for the day. This is how we need to read the job description before applying for any job, for not to wasting our valuable time. If you have any questions, please do comment in the comment section. So then I'll collect all of them and make a video on that so that I can answer most of the questions. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. Please do follow Skill Umbrella. Thank you.